And we're live. Hey, man. Wow, I don't. Wait, hold on. They're not hearing. I don't see you guys on the. Man, my fucking audio's all fucked up. Okay, hold on real quick, because for some reason it wasn't. There it is. That's bullshit right there. Hold on, folks. I'm fixing it. I think. Yep. No, they can't hear it. Yeah, they can't hear it. Yeah, they can't hear. Okay, try speaking again.
Speaking again.
There it is.
How's that sound?
There it
okay.
Is.
Anyway, man, you missed a lot. So, let's see. There's Crisco to talk about. No.
Burn it down.
Burn it down. Anywho. So, it's Sunday, everybody. And it's this, again, isn't like Dragonlance as I do my bit over, again, with less interest. But that's because it's this Sunday. And this Sunday is episode 32 of
Dragons.
Let's see how bad. Yeah, it turned me all the way to to half. Yep, that's about right. I figured it might. Let me. How's I sound, by the way? Am I low? Am I coming in hot? What's happening here?
You sound pristine over here.
Hey, look at that. So,
right.
Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Anywho, so welcome back. Really happy to have you. We have a what hopes to be an exciting episode of some D&D 5e for you. So, but even though I myself am here, your dungeon master as per usual, Duval Jacob on the internets. There's a few people that we need to say hello to. So let's start with my man with the beautiful, wonderful purple hat over there. Jeremy, say what's up to the people.
What's up to the people? Oh. Hi, everybody. I'm Jeremy.
Here's what I asked. So.
I'm better known as Darth and Trary on the interweb, and I'll be playing Dante, the human druid.
Yes, you will. Sitting next to him, the heart, soul, and lightning of the party. Chris, what's happening?
I hope there's not any lightning today, because I don't know if Sator can handle more lightning, but he will if he has to. Hello, everybody. I'm Chris.
He's a barbarian. Come on.
Fair enough. I am the meat sponge. I'm playing Sator Thunderfinder, the male half-orc barbarian who likes evidently to take thunderbolts and lightning to the face. In the face.
To the face. In the face.
And if you don't know the reference, you need to play some more video games.
That's true. Someone that I owe a bit of information about Tanamayana, which you may know something about if you played a couple Duval Dragons one-shots. Jess, say hello to the people.
Oh, hi, guys, gals, non-binary pals, and buttholes. It's me. I'm Jess of FreckleSketches everywhere. And tonight, I am also Mom, Zakaria Rashi, Fire Genasi Paladin, Oath of the Ancients, Mom, Leader, and Badass.
These are facts. And the guy
boss
who lets us do this every other week, who's one of my favorites, his and yours, the most amazing, Mattykins, what's up?
Hey, what's up, folks? I'm Matty, aka SoMattyGameZ. I use he, him pronouns, and I am the dumbass whose name is on the channel. But I get to play a lot of D&D right here, and thankfully, these wonderful people come and play D&D with me because it's awesome, and we have a great time.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. So I'm playing Rilo Rumblebelly, the Petiefling, Sourcelock, Warsawer, just you know, just a normal, average, everyday orange halfling tiefling. With a pseudo dragon named Pepper.
Indeed. So, lots of stuff to catch you up on tonight on Duval Dragons. So, as our beloved peacekeepers set off to do, well, as per usual, have a few things on their plates. Many of them, actually. Those plates are kind of spinning in the air. A gentleman by the name of Reese and I mean, that's up to you. Of Reese and Akrana hired them to find these magical behir that seem to have been lost to the winds, or in this case, the desert. All while seemingly heading into this large storm with this cave that is somewhere about 20 feet up in the air that believed to be the home of some large dragon of sorts. And also the storm has a face. That's not great. And also Fiona's missing. And where her house is some sort of ant-lion monstrosity, which ate Pepper, and then on top of that might have something larger and worse underneath that Meredith did a wonderful job creating after having some conversations with Bois. One day maybe we'll find out. But all while that was happening, we also discovered that our bronze dragon friend was on vacation and did a little bit of lightning fodder, very much like our Satura Thunderfinder here. All while after discovering one of these Behir folks deciding to ex-nay on that particular mission, which Reese and Akrana is getting a little bit peeved about. What's happening? What's going on? Any updates? That kind of situation. As they decide to travel to the woods of Chihak to find an old friend, Sven, who was exiled from the kingdom of Duvalia for some reason, and believed to be heading into the woods for whatever reason. But shortly before making their way inside the woods proper, night came, and the Acer Fortress was set up, and there was a lovely little conversation. Both Sam and Gus, of course, sleeping over, but up top, our wonderful Zakria and Rilo had a lovely heart-to-heart. And I don't know if you remember to put your inspirations on your character sheets, but do that if you haven't. That was very meaningful to the both of them. Interrupted by a small visitor as a paper bird shot into the Issa Fortress and headed towards Dante's room from your favorite and mine, King Jabe of Duvalia, advising that he had a proposition for Dante. So, that is where we pick up in the middle of our first shift of watch. So, Dante, you have received the rest of the letter. What would you like to do?
He just kind of looks at the letter and puts it to the side. And he pulls out a similar piece of paper and begins to jot down and just comment on it. A letter to Amelia, and I will send that to you.
Okay.
I suppose I should show this to them. Maybe I should wait till the morning when she's less grumpy. But if I waited till in the morning, then she might get angry again. Maybe I'll just show it to Sator and he can tell her in the morning.
It's totally fair.
In the meantime, yeah, go ahead.
She should have just asked the dragon for money.
Anything else as you're waiting for your turn? All right. Hey, back upstairs. Anything that Zakaria or Rilo are doing currently?
We saw the letter, right?
You did.
Okay.
Oh, what do you think that was?
I don't know. I'm not used to letters not coming directly to me.
Oh.
That's off-putting.
Oh. Like, so
It's usually from the king.
somebody's more popular than you right now.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, I don't mind that.
Right? Do you think, wait, was that the same kind of thing that comes from the king? Like,
Yeah, usually he sends paper birds.
really? Like,
Mm-hmm.
who would he be sending something to Satur? Like, that seems weird. There's no Sam and Gus. Like,
I'm not sure
oh, he doesn't know Dante, so
with how things have been with what I just explained to you about how weird this all is and
yeah.
how uncomfortable I am. I'm honestly kind of relieved that that's not for me.
Huh. We should
Unless
probably ask
It went to the
Satur.
wrong place, in which case there's still anxiety there, Rilo. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well, sure. Well, we gotta, who are we waking up for the next watch?
Didn't we have an order, a turn order?
I thought so.
Sam and Gus were last.
Yes. So then
So it's Satur
so then
and
it's the
Dante?
boys. Yes.
Okay.
It's the boys.
Well, okay. Well, we can always ask Satur when we
I
go
love
wake
that.
him up, right?
If it was for him, sure, we can ask.
Yeah, I mean, who else would it be for if it's from the king, right? I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't see any.
I don't see why he would be writing to Dante, but at the same time, I've been surprised by more.
Well, I don't know. I was surprised he gave me that scroll. Like,
That's what I mean. Like, he's surprised me more recently than he has in the past. Wouldn't be weird anymore if he sent anything to Dante, because what's weird now?
yeah. All I know is, like, I think I'm starting to like the king again. You know, because, like, the spell, that was like maybe that was like an olive branch, you know, like maybe magic isn't so bad. Like, here's this super powerful spell that might hurt you if you cast it right now. You know, like, because, I mean, whew, that's really outside my wheelhouse, but, you know, in a pinch, you better tell. I wouldn't even try. You know.
Well, that's fair, I guess, until you consider that he sort of kicked Sven out just for being who he was.
Well, we don't know all the ins and outs of that, really. You know, like,
We're kind of going based off of what Devin saw.
yeah.
It's still hearsay, but still, it's a questionable situation.
Well, sure. I agree and stuff. But, you know, I'm less, maybe not just like liking the king more. I think I'm just less scared of the king now. Okay?
Well, you didn't know him before.
Yeah, but, you know, like, I mean, I hear the queen is pretty nice and
She's
everything. And she wouldn't, like, you know, marry the guy if he wasn't, like, alright a little bit, you know, like,
That's assuming this is the same guy. If
Well, that's-
something drastic has changed.
yeah, people change. I changed.
We're not going to know if it's for the better or for the worse until worse comes to worse.
Yeah, well, I guess we'd have to get it back up to Duvalia eventually, huh?
Yeah, we have to take care of the CNBC and all that other bullshit.
CNBC, I totally forgot about them.
There's a
Okay.
lot to take care of in Duvalia.
Well, do you want to go wake up the boys?
Yeah. Who do you want to grab?
Well, why don't you go get Sator, and I'll get Dante, and yeah.
All right.
And ask Sator about the bird.
Okay. I will.
Okay. So we'll head downstairs,
Mm-hmm. We'll head down. I'm heading to Sator's room.
Right.
and I'm heading to Dante's.
Perfect. Who wants to knock first?
Damn it! I forgot about my dog. I forgot how he's gonna react to that shit.
Oh, it's so funny.
And it's
knock,
on
knock,
point.
knock, 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 knock.
There you go. There you go.
Dante.
Be there in a minute. And Dante will finish folding his letter into an origami bat. And he will walk over to the window and let the bat go.
Okay. Gone.
Is it that time already?
Yeah, just get some sleep.
No, but I'll be fine. And he'll open the door.
Oh, hey. But yeah, I don't think so, but I might as well just ask. Did you happen to get like a bird? Paper bird?
Yes.
What? Oh,
We'll talk about it when we're all together.
okay. Oh. Oh, that's... It was from the king, wasn't it?
So,
I'm not afraid of the king anymore. That's right. I'm not afraid of the king anymore. I'm okay. Okay, cool. Oh, that's weird. I would have thought I would have gone to Sator. I didn't even know the king knew you. Huh.
he doesn't.
Oh, okay. But he did meet you, right? Like at the party?
Briefly.
Okay. Alright. Anyway, yeah, it's that time, for you and Sator, Zakriya's getting Sator and stuff. And then I guess we're gonna go to bed. And then when you guys are done, just go wake Sam and Gus up.
Sounds good.
Cool. You okay?
Absolutely fine.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Cool. What was I gonna... I don't know. Maybe I'll remember in the morning. But I'm pretty tired. It's been a long day. Man.
It does. Go get some sleep. Everything's fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for some reason, I believe you. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna head back up to my room.
All right.
Meanwhile, Mom's knocking on Sator's door. Sator! I'd like to go to bed now.
Hey, hold on. Open the door and... Hey, it's my time? Okay.
Yeah. Ryla went to go get D.
Okay.
You look like you just woke up.
I barely went to sleep, but
So you didn't get it.
I get what?
Ryla and I saw a paper bird fly into the keep.
I'll look around. I don't have a paper bird.
Interesting.
Not unless I ate it while I was sleeping or something.
I doubt it. If it didn't go to you, it might have gone to Dante. I don't know why that's so uncomfortable. That's very uncomfortable. I suppose we'll talk about it in the morning. No sense waking everybody up about it. Well, if you're having a watch with him, maybe ask.
Oh, I'm sure it'll come up. Especially if it didn't go to you. Why would it go to him?
Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Mm-hmm.
I'll pry a little.
All right.
In my own special way.
I trust you. And as she says that, she's gonna take just whatever's left of the nice whiskey she keeps for herself and just hand it to Sator.
Are you sure?
There's not a lot left. I'll get a nice one eventually. Enjoy it. I'm not much of a drinker. Only on special occasions.
We haven't had very many of them lately, but I appreciate this.
Just don't want it to go bad since it's already open.
It takes a long time for whiskey to go bad in a bottle, but I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Drinks are on me next time.
You got it. Enjoy your watch.
I don't know if that'll be much enjoyment. There'll be some discussions for sure. Hey, good night.
Night.
At least rest a little while, if not a lot.
Rest. That's good. That's really funny. I enjoy that.
Yeah. Let's just hope the storm stays away.
Let's hope.
And I'll on up to the peak and have our meet Dante upstairs. Or wherever our watch is being held, if we're having upstairs or downstairs.
Up to you.
Dante has gone upstairs to the outside of the castle and is kind of staring off to the south of Lobra, to a familiar spot that he knows all too well.
Okay. Probably a few minutes after you've been up there for longer than I would have come up. Probably takes you a little longer than you would expect for me to come up there to see you. I'm pondering how I'm going to approach the conversation. You hear me muttering as I open the grate. Hard. I hate this.
What's wrong, friend?
D, I've never been much of a soft-spoken person, so I'm just going to be blunt. And I've always been one, if it's going to be a blunt conversation, I always offer something first. Take it or leave it. It's your choice. And I'm offering the fine whiskey that was offered earlier.
I don't drink.
If you don't want to drink with me for this fine whiskey that was given, maybe some water to keep the throat lubricated. That's your call, your choice. But the question is still going to come. Because I was awakened with a very rude conversation. Well, I wouldn't say rude, but it was a very blunt conversation.
Zakria must have gotten you.
Aye. Then you're already in the conversation mode. So we'll start there.
Why does she hate me so much? Do you know?
Oh, I don't think she hates you. I think she just doesn't understand you. And you're not really the easiest one to understand, are you? You keep to yourself quite a bit, sir.
It's because I've
We,
been alone for a while.
I,
Don't know how to act around others.
I get that. I do. And I know you want to be a part of this group. I see it. I hear it. But I don't see any action for it. I'll take a little nip. All right, that's stiffer than I was expecting. I'll set it down for a minute. To be blunt, did you get a letter from the king?
Yeah, I told Rilo I did.
Why, that's the first I've heard. Zakir wanted to know for sure if you got it or not. It just confirms the question. What it says is up to you if you want to share, and I don't care one way or the other. I'm here to protect the people that are here, including you. It's a private letter to you. If you want to share, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine too.
I just figured we would have this conversation in the morning when everyone was awake.
That's fine, sir. That's fine. As long as it doesn't involve hurting anyone that's here. Or us getting hurt. It's fine. We could wait till morning. As long as it doesn't have anything that would be pending us tonight. I'm alright with waiting till morning.
It's nothing that can't wait till morning, and no harm will come to any of it.
No, then I'm fine with it to wait till morning. And I'll walk up next to you. What were you staring at down the way?
I study ruins. There's a castle that way. Haven't been to it in a while, and I'd like to go back to it someday, but a lot of bad memories.
Ruins are what you make of it, my friend. They can be bad memories or things of warning of future calamities. They usually can foretell what's coming. If we're not listening to those answers that were told by those poor souls that were not there. At least that's what we were always told when we would leave the ship and go looking through said ruins.
History is destined to repeat itself. I read in a book once.
I've heard this similar one. If you don't learn from the tales, you repeat those tales until they choke you to death.
How do you feel about this king you serve?
I only serve him because he's paying. Duval is not my home.
But if he's paying, why do you have no money?
That goes to a problem that dates back way before the Peacekeep and the Peacekeepers. I owe a toll. It's a toll on my soul, sir. And I pay it every time I can. I've done wrong by many, many, many souls. And I help those that I can, regardless if it'll put me in the poorhouse or not. I don't ask that of my friends. They do with their coin as they will. I live poor because I help those that need it. I point at my rags. I live this way because I deserve it.
I was not a good man for many years. I am now, or at least I tried to be. Because of my friends. Both in past and in present. I don't know if you know my friends from the past. And I point to Bert. I don't know if you see them yet. Someday you will. At least I hope so. They keep themselves hidden from those that don't believe. But that is a time for another day, a story for another time. We're up here to keep watch. I'll turn and look towards where the storm is. Is the storm coming?
Make a perception check.
Uh, 17.
17. You see the storm continue to churn and churn. And every once in a while, the stars in the sky and the moon are interrupted by a sudden fork lightning. About every 8 or 9 seconds or so. Doesn't seem to be moving. But for just a second, you swear that it is beginning to swell by just a little bit.
Every time there's a bolt of lightning, you see Sator, who doesn't normally flinch in battle. You see him just edge one way or the other, moving with the lightning. Not away, as if he's trying to protect you from it.
I appreciate the notion, Sator, but I assure you I can handle the storm.
What do you mean?
Every time it flashes, you move as if you're trying to protect me from it. I'm a druid, and I'm one with nature, and storms are part of nature.
I must not have realized I was doing it. I'm sorry if I offended you for anything there, sir.
You didn't offend me. I just didn't want you to exert any unneeded energy.
That'd be one thing you find is that I always have energy. Even when you think I'm out, just got a little bit more. Now, I told you a wee bit of me. Tell me a wee bit of you. How come you've been so withheld, so pulled back? You say you haven't been around people for a while. Why?
I fell out with my family. My husband died. And I just kind of spent time resting my mind away from everyone.
You knew a holy man like that. You would be one like that, would you?
I commune with nature and with my Maliki, but I wouldn't per se call myself a holy man.
A holy man is just a title. You can be holy and not be religious.
Now I could be holy and shot with a pistol as well.
Aye, that'd be true. But if you only have a hole, then you'd have to have a couple of holes if you. Of course. There's no pistols around lately. Pistols have been around in Dvalia for years, I thought.
Times change. The weapons
Huh.
and machinery of war tend to evolve with the help of intelligent minds, so to speak, but is it really intelligent to create weapons of destruction?
I suppose not.
So you say you live the poor life,
Aye, I do.
and you let your friends spend their money as they please, but you seem to have circumvented my question. If the king is paying you, then why have you had no money? From what I understood from Zakaria, you haven't been paid by him for a while.
Aye. So, we ran afoul of a wormling up in Dvalia who threatened to destroy the city if we did not pay a tithe. And we were paying a tithe for a while to keep that dragon at bay. And by chance, we were able to strike a bargain. And we're able to stop paying said tithe. But that has pretty much wiped out pretty much every cent and pound and ounce of gold that we own. We came down here on our vacation, hoping to find why there was another wormling down here, and to maybe find some other things, some help for that wormling. This is before we struck the bargain. It's one of the reasons why we were going to go to that forest. One of our, I want to say compatriots, but someone who wasn't a friend of the crown was banished here. And if he was banished by the king before he got all friendly with magic, and now our king is friendly with magic all of a sudden, wouldn't you like to know why? It's a good question, right?
I think that's a question you're going to have to ask.
Aye. So, asking our banished compatriot, maybe? I'm not quite sure what we would call this person. But that was the reason I suggested coming over this way. He was a compatriot at Devon, our party member before you. So we're hoping that he might have some information on what was going on and why he was banished. And it also helps that there's that mushroom picking job that we could potentially pick up a few more coins. Regardless, yes, we are flat broke. I wasn't very happy with the fact that they decided to let that other dragon go without paying for services rendered, but she is the head of the group. The captain says what the captain does, and we don't, as crew, don't change that.
Understandable.
Now, unless it affects us dramatically, I usually stand behind her. We've locked horns a couple of times about things. But I usually have my captain's back.
It's a good thing.
Your group is only as strong as the people behind you.
You seem to stand side by side, not behind each other.
It's a figure of speech, my friend.
Oh, yes, those. Do you have a family?
I have a ma and pa. I do. Haven't seen them in many years. I don't even know if they're still alive, to tell you the truth. Once I was sailing, I never looked back, really.
Do you ever wish to go back?
I've thought of it a few times. A couple of times when I've woken up with one massive headache. I've thought of it. Thinking I picked the wrong life. And then I remember the whooping that my pa gave me because I decided to become a sailor. And I remember why I didn't want to go back. But I do remember, and I do wish to go back someday. Hopefully I make it back before. But, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe the winds will blow me that way someday.
Here's hoping you don't get struck by lightning as the wind blows you.
I hope so. I really don't like getting hit. That's not fun. Count as at 2 so far.
I have to remember not to stand so close to you.
Well, as long as you're not one of those big old beasties, I think you. Well, once you're one of those big old beasties, I think you'll be fine. But, yeah. The last one was the worst. When it broke the bathhouse. That one was bad.
Did you have to pay for it?
No, actually. She said she'd fix it herself. It was part of the other reason why I wanted to go see Fiona. I wanted to see if she had the bathhouse fixed.
She has a bigger plumbing problem than she expected, I think.
Yeah, there's something a lot worse over there now. Did you fly over there? Or did you fly over by the store?
I flew over there and I don't know how powerful she is, but I fear she may not have survived.
Well, I'm not one for magics. But she was strong enough to make us jump through a tree. The wave of her hand. And show up in Lobra. So, unless she was caught sleeping, I think she probably would have got away. But I have no idea. She seemed pretty strong. I know it put the hair on her edge the second she walked in and realized she was a druid.
I feel like any druid's gonna put Zakaria on edge.
That's true. Gonna have to piece that one apart one One chisel at a time. That's a tight crystal, I think.
Going to leave that to you. If she wants to talk to me about it, she can. But I'm not going to try.
Aye, that's fair. Curious to find out what it is, though. Because she really has an edge about it.
Like you said,
Never-
we all have a past.
Aye. But something that strong, with an aversion that bad, could put us all at a disadvantage. I mean, hey, that brings up a question. When you shift to a beastie, do you still remember what happens?
Yeah, I can still taste that thing's blood.
Aye, that would be a little horrible. But the reason I ask, did she seem a little off in combat when we were battling you know who at that party?
It's really the first time I'd ever seen her fight, so I can't really. I mean, compared to the Bahir are not dragons. Dragons
Well,
bestow
okay, but
fear in even the most powerful beings.
fair, but I'm thinking the Behir, the Purple Worm, and you know who. So between those three, did she not fight different?
Your king was there.
Aye.
And you said he doesn't, or he didn't like magic, and now all of a sudden he likes magic.
Yeah, I'm wondering, what if it has anything to do with this druid thing as well?
I think it was out of fear of repercussion from the sovereign that she serves.
Yeah, it could be. Just pieces of the board, you know? Pieces on the board. Anyway.
I have 3 sisters,
You have 3 sisters.
and they all hate me.
Are you the oldest or the youngest?
I'm the oldest.
And that would be why.
No, they hate me because I was mother's favorite.
Hey, it's because you're the oldest.
No, because I was supposed to
You-
be something much more.
Much more. You seem to be quite the great guy.
We all have our pasts. Come from a bit of royalty, and my mother was hoping that one day I would rule in her stead. But I met Anders and fell in love, and I decided I wanted to go look at ruins and learn about the world and the past of, this whole plane of existence. There had to be vast thinkers all those years ago. The stories we hear of beasts that could devour whole worlds, everyone wants to stop something like that from happening. But my family only knew loyalty, and I don't know. I let my mother down, and she kind of went insane. He's insane, or I don't know. I haven't seen them all in years, and I want to go home, but I don't know if I can.
Man, I've always been told that you can always go home. Home just may not be as what you left it.
I could probably go home, but there's no guarantee that I would ever leave, so to speak.
Ah, like duty would hold you back, hold you there.
If only it were that simple. And he looks off in that direction that he was looking in earlier.
Ah, yeah, if things would only be that simple. The world would not be as cobwebbed with problems. I don't quite understand everything about you, Dee, but I kind of get a little bit. Do you
So-
think we should have stayed the course and stayed with that storm? Or do you think this is a better course?
I think we should stay as far away from that storm as possible. We don't need you getting struck by lightning a third time.
Yeah.
And if there's a dragon in there, we're not ready for a dragon. Not yet. And to be honest, I don't ever really want to fight a dragon.
Pieces of me think that it's the coward's way out on this one. Feels wrong. It is the right thing to do, but it feels wrong.
Everything happens for a reason, and everyone is drawn to another for some grander purpose.
Well, it seems to be this is going to be one of those long, long nights.
Nights aren't so bad.
Dante, as you are having this conversation with Satir as he's adjusting his hat, you see the outline of a small purple octopus just materialize.
Bert, did you say his name was?
One of my past friends, yes. He sits on my hat and just keeps me company.
It seems comfortable.
He gets in the way a lot. Oh, you can see him.
That I can.
You know, you're one of the fastest ones to see him. It's quick. Usually takes people a long time.
We'll take that as hopefully a good sign. and not a nail only.
Usually that means the bird likes you. For whatever reason that is. Now the question will be is, does Mary and Sue like you?
As long as you don't have to hit me with them to find out.
Yeah, that's the good question. Sue would be the one I would be worried about. Mary, not so much.
I'm more worried about Zachariah than I am Mary and Sue.
Fair. Very fair.
I wasn't trying to be hard on Rilo, but he's so trusting and he gives a bit more information than he should. And I know he means well, but like I said, I don't know how to explain that to him without him thinking that I'm being mean to him. And I don't want to be mean to any of you. I just have a hard time around others since Anders died.
Yeah, it can be tough to trust people after someone's passed. And Rilo is Rilo is just Rilo. I don't know how else to say it. He does overshare. It's the best obnoxious way possible.
I don't think you should trust your king.
What was that?
I don't think you should trust your king.
Compared to so far, the only royalty I've ever trusted is the one in a deck of cards.
Fair enough.
Because at least then, I can burn them if I need to.
Fair enough.
So, you don't think we should trust the king, huh?
I don't.
For someone you've only met him once. Or have you met him before?
Oh no, I've only met him once, but it'll all be a little bit more clear in the morning when we sit down and have breakfast and talk.
All right. I did say we could hold it off the letter till morning, but now you got me interest piqued.
Maybe I should have been a bard. He chuckles.
As long as you're not one of those that has frills all over it.
He kind of does the frill.
No, yours is kept and nice and not like poofy and says something about, give one to your witcher or something.
What's a witcher?
It was at one of the pubs that I was at when we were sailing. It was the weirdest thing. I didn't know what it was either then, and no one can tell me what it is now.
I heard a song about a witcher, but it was Burn, Witcher, Burn. Or was it Wicker? It might have been Wicker. I might have misunderstood. My ears aren't what they used to be, but I could have swore this bard was saying Burn, Witcher, Burn.
Sometimes you just can't hear those words at all when those people are singing. Sometimes those bards, you just need to get them really drunk so they fall down and you don't have to listen to them anymore. It's safer
Fair
that way.
point. Yeah. Just don't get drunk with them because you might end up in the same bed with them, and then that's the story you don't want to have to tell your family.
Okay, but it depends on the type of bard. Sometimes those are good stories.
Fair enough.
Another day, another story.
Indeed. Are we really going to trust Sam and Gus to keep watch?
They did a good job with the last one. And honestly and truthfully, this thing that we're standing on is supposed to be like, from what I remember from the thing that I got with it, the feeling that I got from it when I opened it the first time. And remember, I don't do magics. But this thing's supposed to be like almost unbreakable or impenetrable. I mean, it would take like an earthquake type thing to break this thing down if they're not allowed in. You know what's funny is when they're out, if they go outside, I can revoke their rights and they can't get back in.
That might upset Rilo, though.
I can revoke anybody's rights. I'm the owner. I can even say you can't come in.
This is true.
But I won't because I still like it. But I mean, at this point, the watch is only just here because we want to make sure that that big old storm doesn't get any dang closer. And whatever, if that silly lightning bit here doesn't come out and decide to, jump up and get us. So speaking of that, I'll actually look at the base and see if there's any footprints in the sand around the outside of the keep.
17 from up here? Doesn't look like that. Doesn't look like it.
How about a passive perception of 24?
Boy, oh boy, guess what, Sam? By the way, both of you take inspiration as well. Well done.
Yay!
But no, you look down and you don't see any footprints. It's just you two, stars in the sky, and a wonderful storm to the north. Quick check-in, Dante. What direction were you looking when you looking off into the south? Directly south or out to the southwest?
Southwest.
I thought so. Okay. But your watch concludes without issue, except for maybe a few questions answered and a few stories teased.
Just a few.
A bit. And the reveal of a small purple octopus. So, who's heading to wake up Sam and Gus?
Oh, that is a good question, D. Whose turn? Do you want to wake up Sam and Gus, or do you want me to? Or should we leave it to fate and flip a coin?
We could do Boulder Shear's Parchment.
We could do that, but I've always lost at that game, which is why I always like the coin flip.
I'll go wake them. You go get some sleep, Sator.
I'll hike the bottle up high. Last chance.
Thank you, but no. It dulls my senses.
Hey, but we're supposed to be going to bed. Can't have dull senses if you're sleeping. And there's not much left.
You take the light. She gave it to you.
Fair enough. Good night, D. Or should I say, good night, Dante.
Good night.
And I'll head to my room.
Okay. So as Satir heads downstairs, you go down one flight to Sam and Gus's room.
Knock on the door.
After a few minutes, there's no answer.
Sam, Gus, get up. It's time for your watch.
No answer.
He's gonna knock a little harder, and if they don't answer this time, he's gonna open the door.
Open the door, and you hear now no longer interrupted by the door, the sounds of two small snoring kobolds.
I'm gonna light a candle. I'm gonna walk over. Are they sleeping on? What are they sleeping on?
So they're sleeping on a small bed, horse grease bed, and they are back to back. Just underneath the covers, kind of like this, curled up into a ball.
Dante is going to grab the bottom of the covers.
Okay.
And pull them.
Okay. Ah! Oh God! Oh my God! That was the best dream ever. Oh.
It's time for your watch. I knocked 4 times.
Sorry. Long day.
You should probably get some coffee or something and
Yeah.
be alert.
5 more minutes.
Nope.
We're just trying to get up earlier, Sam. All right. How was yours? And now that they sit up, they have little like light kind of powder blue like hats with like the little what's it called? The little puff on the side.
Yeah.
And they're in matching pajamas because let's be honest, of course they are.
So it was enlightening.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Anything that we could help with?
No, just go about your shift. Be very alert. If the storm starts moving, wake us up.
Okay.
Well, if it starts moving toward us, I mean. Or if anything else should be coming toward the keep that looks very dangerous. Or doesn't look dangerous. And watch out for the bear. It might climb up the wall and eat you.
All right, I'm awake.
What's that smell?
What?
Did you pee yourself?
You're mean, you know that?
I'm teasing.
Also,
I'm
you're
sorry.
a liar. That's okay.
Just
Do we have to like get dressed, or can we just like go up top? Like, is there like some other rules that we should be thinking about? Like, it's different.
Well,
like,
if you feel safe in your pajamas and you don't think that a dragon can see you in that, what is that? Is that teal or is that blue?
Blue.
Well, hopefully the dragon doesn't see you and decide he wants a blue cotton candy.
All right, we're getting dressed. And they begin to turn around.
Dante will turn around.
They go and get ready. There's sounds of metal, and it's about a few moments, and you hear a loud thud as ow! Did you really just fall down, putting on your pants? what am I gonna do with you? And they eventually are getting ready in their typical skivvies, or not skivvies, typical wear. Okay, I mean, my body's ready, but my mind is like catching up. That's what caffeine's for. Okay, we're ready. Let's go do this. And they take flight. And thanks for waking us. Sorry it took so long. Good night.
Just stay awake.
Good night. Morning. What time is it?
It's almost dawn.
Oh, this is great. Okay. All right. Good night.
Good night.
And they head upstairs as you head to yours. Anything that you wanted to do before you retired?
He's going to start, like he's going to his room, and he's going to unconsciously go down the steps, and realizes he ends up outside Zakaria's door.
Okay.
No, let her sleep. And he's going to turn around and go back upstairs.
Okay. So everyone has headed to their room. Little thingy. All right. And after a couple of hours, the day officially breaks without a seeming interruption from our beloved kobold friends, as you've once again achieved a long rest. And the morning beckons.
Holla.
Holla. Rilo, there's a knock on your door. And wake up! I know the feeling. That was me a few hours ago.
Okay.
And Sam runs around to everyone's room. All right, time to get up. Sakura, Dante, Satir, let's go.
Hey.
I'm behind Sam and Gus. Oh, good morning.
No, what? How do you do that all the time?
I'm an early riser. There's coffee downstairs.
We were gonna make coffee for everybody.
I made coffee. Or tea. There's coffee and tea. I was feeling like today's a coffee day.
I agree. But you know what I will say? Sunrise was really pretty.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I might swap with you. Take last watch. Next go around.
Is there coffee?
Yes, Rilo, there's coffee.
Yeah, Zakaria beat us to it.
Okay.
There's plenty of it. Have at it.
And Sam sort of heads downstairs. You come in? Give me a second. All right, whatever. He heads down towards the coffee. Just a quick question. No any hurry.
Sure.
How long would you say our excursion with you all is going to take?
That all might take. That all might depend on what all happens if we find what we're looking for right away in these woods, or not.
All right.
But we also don't know what materials in the desert you need, or in the woods you need, to build or make whatever you need to build or make.
Yeah.
Because we can go on after we complete what we need to complete in the woods. That's why we were hoping you would tag along, to point us in the direction of what you need to scrounge up and help you acquire it for a
Yeah, no worries.
discount.
Totally.
If you need to
Right.
leave, though, you've got wings, so we're not holding you hostage by any means.
Well, that's not really the problem.
Hmm.
The problem is, I think, separating a certain two is going to be a bit of an issue.
I understand.
So I wasn't kidding when you said you never really had friends before.
I mean, you're welcome to stick along as much as you like, but I understand you've got a business to run.
Yeah, that's well, future problem, but
Just Rilo would be upset if you didn't visit frequently as it is. Just visit frequently. That's all we ask. We'll always need things, I promise that.
or maybe we'll get teleported together somewhere again.
I don't know why I foresee that happening, but I do.
All right. Breakfast.
Breakfast.
What should we make? What do we have?
Warm.
Something warm.
What
Yeah.
about some worm hash?
I mean, sure. I've eaten. I made myself something,
Oh, all right.
but I'm used to eating whatever. So
As Rilo walks down, with some eggs and stuff. I don't know, like maybe some toast.
do we have eggs?
I don't know. Do we?
We stocked up.
I don't know. I'm just hungry and saying words.
Yeah. Just go have at it. Do you want me to make you something?
No, I'm okay. I'm capable. Yeah. And was not listening in on your conversation at all. So I'll just keep walking to the kitchen. All right.
All right.
That's just kind of his beady yellow eyes kind of scan as a creator for a second, and then he just flies downstairs. All right. So, y'all make breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
As everyone comes together as the morning begins, the weather is quite nice, still exceedingly hot, as the hot sort of humid draft comes in through the open windows, for those that kept them open. So what would you like to do now?
Oh,
It's awful dry this morning. I forgot to close my window.
it's nice, right? God. Ah,
Probably not for a sailor, but I didn't mind it.
I feel like I have sand everywhere. Anyway,
What were you doing outside?
no, my window was open and all the sand blew in from the wind.
Oh. Right. Yeah. The desert. It's like the beach. Just gets everywhere. Except, like no yucky water.
Yucky water. The sea is wonderful.
Okay.
I've never been. Got close, but never let my
Anyway,
toes touch the ocean.
we need to make it to the ocean for you guys.
I don't think I'd mind it.
I don't know. I'm mixed. I have very mixed feelings about this, but you know.
As this conversation is beginning, there is a loud interruption as Inaron flies into the room. So, we're killing my dad today, eh? Boy, oh boy.
If we get
What an
there.
exciting morning to be had.
Right, because, like, you get to, like, you know, take his...
Get your own place.
Take his space, right?
Yeah, that would be something.
Right. Okay, man.
We don't know where he is just yet, so it may not be today.
We'll do our best, though.
Hey,
That's the plan. Or at least the goal.
Don't worry. I'm patient.
Enron.
Yes.
Zakaria's gonna slide over some nicely cooked purple worm meat. And she says, now if we help you do this. We negotiated. But there's one additional thing, if I may ask of you.
Of course. It's beginning to sound like a Worski problem. Always something more.
Fair. I feel like it's small, though. By comparison.
All right.
Allies. We help you do this. We are allied. For our foreseeable lives. You and the Peacekeepers. That's it. That's all I ask.
Oh,
We both stand to benefit from that, I feel. You need us for anything, we're there. Same other way around.
all right.
We have a deal?
Under one condition.
Okay. Let's hear it.
Because it's likely my dad has some allies in this woods swamp thing, right?
Mm.
Remove him off the map, then I don't know if they'll think too kindly to me. So, being that we would be allies and all, you help me make sure that happens, whatever that means. And maybe come pay me a visit some other time too.
Huh.
That feels fair.
Yeah,
I think so.
and that's really good. That's really good forethought, Enron.
I've heard stories.
Pretty wise for someone so young.
I don't know about all that.
I mean, you know, you could just take the compliment, but all right.
And like mouth half full of purple worm. I'm just a good listener sometimes when I want to be.
We have a deal?
I think we have a deal.
Good. Enjoy your breakfast.
I will. So this coffee's pretty good.
Yeah, this cream makes great coffee.
Thanks. I like it bitter.
Like there's like a big gulp.
Dante does too.
Yeah.
aye, and that is why I like your tea much better.
Too much sweetener detracts from the natural aromas of tea.
Aye, that's why you don't put anything in it. It's just the
The
tea.
tea are you talking about? Like, I know there's like multiple like different ones, but I never really had it.
I don't have a lot left of it, and Zakri's gonna take like a little pouch of tea, and hand it over to Sam. I make this myself. Spices, there's cloves, there's cinnamon, that's a chai.
What's a chai?
What's a chai? What?
Yeah.
Do you not know anything about tea?
No.
Oh gosh. So a chai
Just had,
tea.
like, tea that I just, people just go coffee tea, and like I had that. It's all right.
Well, usually when you have a when it's coffee versus tea, you serve the black tea, and black tea is it's high in caffeine, very very high in caffeine. It does its best to wake you up. You can mix just about anything in there and make it to your liking, but it's pretty standard straight across the board. A chai is very very spicy. This is a recipe my dad gave me
Oh, I like
when I was
spicy.
little. It's good. It's one for clarity. Use ginger, use nutmeg, cloves.
Right. This reminds me of something. Speaking of tea, I think Dante has some tea to spill.
Why would you spill tea? Oh, it's the figure. Yes.
When I went to wake him up, he said that he was the one that got the bird, and he wanted to talk to us about it when we're all together, which didn't sound at all scary at all.
Well, if it could wait till morning, then it can't be very pressing.
Right. So, right, and I'm not afraid of the king anymore. So, yeah.
ID. You said it was something you wanted for morning. So let's hear what the birdie brought.
We really have to work on that.
Work on what?
His delivery of what he just did.
If we're working on that, we're working on your social problems.
What?
If we're all going to be working on things, we may as well call it out.
Why are we working on things and not talking about the thing that the king said?
I'm just saying.
Am I the only one curious?
I'm very curious. I'm just trying to not let the anxiety make me take it from Dante and read it myself.
You lost me at birds.
Well, first of all, you probably don't want to stick your hand where I had the letter.
Try me. I run a prison. That's nothing.
Now.
Yo.
We're trying to be friendly.
Are we? At this point, we're pussyfooting around.
Oh. I don't
So,
like that.
anyways,
Sam is just like, eyes are just like bouncing around to every single.
like watching
Yeah.
watching somebody play tennis.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
So,
Gus is just.
you should be absolutely and utterly terrified of your king.
Oh, why?
This letter wanted me to keep tabs on you because apparently scrying on you is not enough.
See, that's why we need those rings.
You need those rings.
That's what I said. We need those rings. Oh, you've got one. Oh, that's fancy. So the king wants you to spy on us.
Yes.
Well, that's not completely scary.
The scary part is why, if you're his subjects, why would he have need to spy on you?
Because I don't
He
know.
doesn't trust you. He wants to know exactly what you're doing. And if you stumble across something that he wants, he can go right to it.
Um,
That could be very well why your friend Fiona, was it, is gone.
but so I'm.
Is that your ticking again? Sounded different this time.
Nice play.
Yeah, that was just my ticking. So did the well, hold on. Like, did the king say all that stuff?
I paraphrased. He wants me to spy on you
Uh-huh.
because scrying is not enough.
Uh-huh.
So he's been spying on you.
So
Your
is that but
Your friend Fiona is missing.
did he mention Fiona?
He didn't, but
Okay.
simple math. Simple math. You were at Fiona's. Fiona's was invisible. No one could see it.
Okay.
Yet there's this big gaping maw with
Yeah.
something worse under it.
Uh-huh. Okay. All right.
If I read the letter myself, Dante.
I just
And not that I don't trust you. I'm wondering if I gleaned something else from it.
Question from the idiot. What's scrying?
It's a magical.
Oh.
It's a magical form of watching people.
It's divining. You're taking what you know of a person or a piece of something of said person and using it to look at what they're doing. At sometimes multiple times or sometimes only a few times a day.
And like looking in a window.
Yeah. Like
Or
stalking someone.
or watching you while you're taking a bath.
Stalking.
You know, yeah. Just like, but invisible and from far away, like a creeper. But
Okay.
Stalking. Yeah.
How do you do that? Do they have to have a piece of you to do it? Do they have to?
Oh no, no.
They
it's
may just need to know you.
yeah.
Dante's going to reach into his shirt. He's going to pull it out. He's going to hand the letter to Zakria, and as he's handing it to her, he knows you can do magic already. Stop hiding it.
The letter's in Zoom chat for you.
Okay.
So the yeah. So it's one of those things. Like, so obviously our king is, you know, a rather high-level spellcaster.
He didn't like magic. He didn't want anyone to have magic. And now he's given you a scroll,
A very powerful
He-
scroll.
a very powerful scroll, which I would not use ever.
Well, I would use it if I felt I needed to. It's
It's
called.
it's probably trapped right.
That's-
If he's spying on us.
That is what it is. But you know, in the heat of the moment, if all worst comes to worst, it's either that or nothing. I'll take the goddamn chance.
Do you want to kill Zakria? Do you want to kill Sator?
I'm saying that this would be last, like, option if we're all dying, kind of shit. Like, of course I don't want to kill them. That's a stupid question.
Rilo.
No,
Easy.
I feel like, I don't know.
I understand your frustration.
I'm not stupid.
Didn't say you were stupid. I've never, not once, called you stupid. just need you to think outside the box for a minute. He's watching you for a reason. He's scrying on you for a reason. He just, out of the gracious goodness of his heart, gave you a magical scroll that's very powerful. Let me spin it a different way. The shit hits the fan. You're trying to save us. You use the spell, and it kills you. What do you think that's going to do to Zakria, or Sator, or Sam, or Gus, or me? He was there. He knows that this friend of ours wants you to do something. What if it's not in his best interest that you succeed? Political games are what I know. And if he's going to this much trouble to keep tabs on his peacekeepers, he is up to something much more. I've written to a friend in hopes that I will get some information on what's going on in the capital. But until then, we need to be very careful.
What do you glean from the letters to Korea?
Well, what I'm gleaning is that of all the goings on of everything that's happened, keeping anything from the king has kind of been moot.
I'm sorry.
It's what it is. I had my suspicions. Privacy could only go but so far. I don't think he had anything to do with what's going on at Fiona's. I don't know why.
I was just using that as an example. I don't know.
Fair.
But it's very suspicious to me.
He doesn't care that we know.
No, he doesn't.
Even remotely. He invites you to tell us. And Zakria is going to take a second to read the note out.
To everybody.
Mm-hmm. Give us all a moment as we're all reading.
Yeah.
So here, I'll read it aloud so that the audience can hear it as well.
Sure.
As Zakria,
I'm writing it down in my notebook.
I hope this letter finds you in good health. I am most curious to find you traveling with my fine, well-traveled peacekeepers. What would it be worth to you to report back on their goings-on? Scrying only goes so far. Now, of course, you can show this to them, and really, I don't mind. But perhaps there is something I can do for you in the meantime. You smell of ancient knowledge and wisdom. Pardon the intrusion. Looking forward to hearing from you, all of you. Just want to see how they are doing, and I'll make it worth your while. The rest is up to you. Okay. Why am I really that dense? Like, 'cause it doesn't sound like completely nefarious at all. Like, I get the, the caution, apprehension, and all the stuff, but I don't know. I could also see it from the other side. I mean, call that naive if you will, but I don't know.
There are worse things.
Yeah.
But this is kind of... Why would we need to be watched? What does he suspect that we're going to be doing?
Well, that's the question. It's like, what makes us so important to this king guy? You know, like, are we in the way, or possibly in the way of maybe some plans of his? Or are we the key to some plans of his? You know? Or maybe he just like really takes an interest in his employees, you know? Like a really invested interest. I don't know. But
on that note, Jacob, do I recall at all the king ever being super interested in what all of his employees are doing?
Make an intelligence check. Or history, if that helps a little more.
Let's see. What do I got? They'd be the same.
Okay.
7.
7.
No, Mondo knows shit.
Mondo knows shit. You think back, and the overwhelming frustration is clouding your mind of just what is he up to. He's always been a little strange. But nothing really comes to mind as far as this being a difference. But you do gather, even with a 7, that like he wasn't known for like his super wonderful bedside manner. But I don't think it's also I would argue that it's not fair to say that this is out of character.
Hey, does anyone else take it? You know, that the first part is all, you know, think about it. We've been away from him for a while. He wants, even if he's peeking in on us in our bath clothes and doing all the horrible things that is. I'm wondering though, what about that last part? The smell of ancient knowledge and wisdom, part of the intrusion. He doesn't ever say sorry for things. That's not the king's way.
Pardon? Is that?
From behind
So
you,
way to
Rilo,
gloat in.
there's a voice from above your head. As Sam is flying up right behind you, reading the letter. Maybe he just misses you?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, maybe he just misses us. That's why he gave me the scroll. That's why he came to, you know, like, see us at the party and stuff. He misses us. I don't know. That feels like a stretch, man. You know?
Are these paper bird things, do they stay magical after they're done? Or could this be a key to like hidden text? Like, I know when we were sending things across with the ship, we would encode messages inside of messages. If you knew how to break it apart, it would break apart. Could that be something here?
Huh.
You mean like a cipher?
Well, either that, a cipher, or maybe even a magic thing on it.
Right. You're okay. That's interesting. Let me take a look at that.
Make an Arcana check. Those of you that are proficient in Arcana.
Okay. Oh, look. Okay, I got dice out. Got my dice tray. I've got the desk. I'm like,
Ooh.
I'm gonna
Ooh.
try it.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna try it. Oh, yay! That's a 6. Plus 5 is 11.
Hey, it's average.
Hey. right down the middle. Steve, right?
You know what? No, I'm not gonna use it now because I'm not gonna use it now.
Oh, that was interesting. Interesting. All right. You've run into a few of these. They're only just now recently becoming pretty decently utilized, but never really in Duval yet because of, well, essentially what you've all been talking about.
Yeah.
No magic-y. Extend on the magic-a, as they say. Down in the Le Capitole, though, in certain times, you recall even at many times hundreds of paper birds just flowing through different areas of the city. It doesn't happen very often, but make a history check.
Okay. All right. Let me try different die this time. Okay. Oh boy.
Give your dice another try, eh?
Okay. 17.
17. So you recall early in the year that there is a specifically to the capital, a holiday called IMU Day, which is shorthand for I Miss You Day, and it is customary to send a paper bird to someone that you haven't seen in a while.
What day was that?
February the 13th.
Oh. What's today's date?
Today, considering how long you've been hanging out here, it's in October.
Okay. Huh.
That is the very first time we've even talked about dates.
I know. So, okay. I don't
Talking
really,
about my date with the bard.
I don't really glean anything from this, but, I don't see anything, Sator. Like,
I just figured I'd bring it up. It's something I thought of.
no, it's really good. I'm glad you did. Because it really did make me kind of curious. But no, it's just really like kind of remind me of like home, how we used to have a lot of these things flying around, and being up in Duvalia, there's like none of that shit. So it is peculiar that your magic hating king is utilizing himself and stuff like that. I wonder what kind of like user of magic he is. Like, he's like the learned type or the natural type or the type that gets it from like some other person, or if he does it with music or like science, so many ways. Or from a deity, or from like, just like the world itself, all sorts of ways. So I'm really curious about this. Like, what if he actually wrote this scroll? Holy crap. If he could write the scroll. He's a lot smarter than I thought he was. That doesn't seem right.
Why now is my concern. Why send something to Dante now?
Well, we just saw him a couple days ago, and I don't know.
If he's been scrying on us and just known about Dante, was it the peaked in whatever ancient wisdom he can glean from Dante? Is there...
I don't know.
Hey, that's one of the things I'm wondering too.
I've got...
More questions and no answers.
Yeah,
Well, with everything out of the bag, I've no longer got anything to hide.
right?
It's kind of freeing.
And he's obviously like doesn't seem to have a problem with it, or he would have said something.
Well, that's my concern. If we're being spied on, is there a problem with it? But if he wants us to know we're being spied on, what's the problem and can I fix it? What's concerning?
Well,
Because I don't see any reason to be going against him. He's not done anything to hurt us. He's not sent us a letter that threatens a fireball.
right. Yeah.
He's
right.
only telling us he's spying on us. Like, what's the problem here?
Yeah, I don't really see
Other than the
problem.
uncomfortability.
Right. I mean, it could be nefarious and it could, mean all sorts of problematic things, but it could just be, his way of letting us know he's still keeping up on us, obviously either one or all or most or whatever of us hold some kind of importance to this king. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's good or bad.
Could we play that back at him and find out?
How do you know he's not watching this right now?
We don't.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's the purpose of me bringing that up. That if he knows everything already, then we can just ask him directly, what the fuck is going on?
That's true.
I don't see why we can't.
Hmm.
The only thing I need to know right now that's keeping me, I'll say, distant from the king is what's going on with Sven. He already knows we're after Sven. We've talked about it out loud.
Right.
There's a potential.
One
that he
additional
does.
note that I forgot to mention earlier is there's a blank sheet of paper.
To reply?
Mhm.
Cool. He knows we're after Sven. If he's been scrying on us, who's to say that he wasn't scrying when Devin explained what happened in that throne room?
Yeah.
Aye.
What easier way to cover his tracks than to try to ease and play at your compassion?
Well, that's why we were seeking out Sven. To know what the fuck happened. But if we can just ask the king, not to say that the king will ever tell us the truth, he's got no need to, he's the fucking king. Hearing it from two sides won't be terrible, though.
Yeah.
We have no reason to not trust Sven. Sven has only ever done good for us, from what I recall. Unless there's some sort of espionage that counter-espionage that Devin missed. Maybe something going on with Lobra. I don't know. But what's the harm in asking? Where would we fall?
It's up to you. I don't trust you, King. I'm sorry.
You don't have to. It's not like we voted for him.
Okay. So.
At this point, we're still not changed our trajectory of anything. We're still going to see Sven.
And we're
I think at this point, we just continue our course. D, I think you send a message back going, whatever your choice is on this one. Maybe you could squeeze him for money and information, saying, I'll do it if you do this. And tell me more about this guy that they were hunting Sven. As we go to find him on our own. to
Is there
find
a
out
point
his
in
end.
that?
I'm just saying, if we're going to leverage for info, let's leverage for info.
Yeah, but you need to leverage for info without saying aloud what's going on. Like, if he's watching us now, that's out the
Well,
window.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know.
Mm.
We don't know what we don't know, and we'll never know what we don't know.
What I'm saying is, say outright. There's no sense to hide it, no sense in leverage. Just say outright what we're looking to do. If you need me to write it, I'll fucking write it. I don't care.
You read it. He's your king. I want nothing to do with this. And
You
Dante's gonna get up from the table and walk upstairs.
Oi, wait, hang on. Why does he walk away from every fucking conversation?
What? Wait.
It's because he doesn't know how to be a part of the conversation, so he walks away so he doesn't piss anybody off.
He's not pissing. He's pissing me off by leaving.
I don't.
He doesn't feel like he's part of the group, so he doesn't want to push anyone away.
He's not gonna feel a part of the group if he keeps fucking leaving without anybody asking him to. I see you smiling over there, Jeremy. How dare you?
When Dante gets up to his room, he's going to reach into his satchel and pull out his last vial of red liquid. And he's going to drink
really
it.
quick, sorry to interrupt. I think we're frozen on video, Maddie.
Oh no.
Oh God.
Not
damn it.
again.
That's a great face I'm making. Look at my ice cream.
Oh, lovely.
Oh,
Why? Why are you doing this?
But yeah,
Alright.
we're still heard.
Yep.
But hey, look, it's a good time to take a break.
Yeah. Toads. So
Perfect.
we'll be back, and then hopefully, I'm gonna stop the stream and restart it. But when I restart it, we should be at break, and there should just be music and stuff, and then we'll see when we get back and everything.
Yeah.
yeah.
We'll
I'm
Oh.
waving at you all.
Yeah, we're waving.
We love you.
Love
You
you.
know.
Thanks for being here.
Yay!
Set hut.
And we're back.
Hey.
Peaches and whiskey.
Yay!
Indeed. What up, buttholes? We haven't done enough buttholes tonight. That
Butthole!
was not the right way to say that.
Whoops!
Oh,
Wow.
come on. You're in the chatty fam. That is the exact way to say it.
Yeah.
Maybe you haven't done enough buttholes.
Yeah,
Maybe some of us have.
Apparently, I am out of
Right,
practice.
right. Speak
Clearly.
for yourself, Ming. Okay.
Man. Gang. Anyway,
gang.
so welcome back. Hopefully, your break was as awesome as ours was, because our breaks are always awesome. So we are cutting back in the midst of a discovery of a paper word from King Jacob of Duval, and in which the peacekeepers decide what to do next, all while the storm rages in the background and the woods of Chihak await. So, where were we, fam?
Before we go, Zakria is gonna take the time to rip up the note she had written the night before, and basically take the same contents of that where she was omitting where they were going, and it's a copy paste except for we're going to go find Sven. We want to know what happened. Devin was in that room when it happened and explained what went on. We're not comfortable with that, with exactly what happened. And things have been weird. We were threatened by the Seven of Lobra. We're unsure of where to go or who to trust, but we know we still want to keep peace.
Are you reading this your version out loud as you're writing it?
No, she's just writing it.
Okay.
But it's a summation of everything that's happened since the king has left. Nothing omitted at all. Their current plan, and she's going to sign it. She's going to sign it, Zakria Rashi, Warden of the some. Her full title.
Okay.
And she's gonna make sure it's clear, like, he's still her king. From, like, without saying so much, she's just going to make it very, very clear.
Sure. All right.
And fold it up. She's not good at origami. It is probably a ball before it's anything else. And let it go.
And out the window / door it goes. All right. So, anything else before you head out for the day? About a half day's travel, getting into the woods at this point.
I suppose everyone gather what you need, and let's break the peacekeep down, and let's get on the road. Do you need anything out of the peacekeep before I break it down? We should probably get D out. But I wonder what would happen if we broke it down to somebody in.
Only one way to find out.
Well, probably not with D, but maybe we'll find.
I would totally like experiment with that. I mean, I volunteer for that sometime. Not right now, but sometime totally. Yeah, that'd be cool.
I think I would rather do it with a dummy of some other sort than you, Rhino.
Well, thank you for not thinking I'm a dummy. But like, I mean, I think it really only work. Like, you really only find out if you use a real person. So, you know, I'd be down sometime. I like magical experiments.
But I don't want to lose you if it goes into something horrible.
That won't happen.
You trust magic a whole lot more than I do.
I do.
Why don't you go up and get D, and we'll start packing up all the other things for today.
Okay.
And I guess we'll start pulling the cart out for... do we need the cart, or do we just want to start hoofing it?
You said it's a half day's travel to the forest? So we should probably... Can you pull out the... Zakaria's going to ask you if you can pull out the Peacekeep multiple times a day.
There's no restriction. So
all right.
I can pull it as often as I need to.
Well, with that, we should take the cart with horse Melora as far as we can go. Then shove the cart back in the keep and hoof it in the woods. Maybe we could get there a little faster on the cart.
The people that are riding the cart won't be quite as exhausted either, then that way.
Yeah. Keep our wits about us.
And to be clear, the half a day time
is with the cart. Gotcha.
You gold sit.
All right. So we'll get things out and get things ready.
All right.
Just waiting on everyone to get outside.
All right. Rilo, you're heading to Dante's room?
Yep.
Knocking?
I'm gonna stand outside the door for a minute. Yeah. He knocks on the door. Hey,
Is it?
Dante, it's time to go, bud.
I'll be out in a minute.
Okie doke. I'm gonna run upstairs, grab the rest of my things, and I'm gonna leave the scroll and the brazier in my room in a little chest that I like keep shit in. And Except it's like a chest that looks like a cookie jar. Yeah. And I'm just gonna go downstairs.
Is Pepper on your person?
Yeah, Pepper's in my shirt.
Okay. You kind of feel Pepper's kind of detecting the sort of a little bit of what's been going on. You know, a lot of yelling. Well, you know, a lot louder volume. It just is comes out and just kind of curls around your neck. Just kind of coos for a minute.
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know. I don't know what that was about.
Flies up. Just gives you a gentle headbutt twice. Puts this back into your shirt.
Just gonna keep going. Like, even more oblivious of the things going on around me because my head is just like pondering.
It's a lot.
I probably walk into at least one door.
It's Dante's as he's opening to come out.
I was just about to say, roll a d6.
Oh, this isn't the way down. Ow. Okay, I keep going.
Okay. Eventually, you also exit Dante and exit the desert heat, feeling fairly uncomfortable, but you are where you are. As from your vantage point to the west, as your destination. Anything going on during the half-day travel?
Dante.
I wouldn't have said anything other than to keep the thing moving the
Sure.
direction that we were been told.
Yep.
Dante's just kind of sitting there. He's staring off to the southwest.
All right. And you cut around this large mountain, and the mountain itself seems dormant, old, and acrid. There's like an air of grayness to it, almost as if like there's just no life to it. In comparison to the large forest just next to it, that is wild. You see colors of greens, yellows, and reds, as almost as if like there was, man, like somebody should have mowed this some bitch like 5 years ago. And as you sort of now a few hundred feet away, the outline of a typical forest is a collection of typically trees which you would walk through with maybe some branches or so. And you see the outline of these large gnarled roots that are sort of tied to and collecting into these large trees, some of them 10, 15 feet, sometimes 20 feet high. And as you kind of look ahead, there's a hint of kind of an acrid, like an off smell. As you peek through, it's hard to see as you catch this almost like strange yellowish color, light yellowish colored fog. Welcome to the woods of Chihawk.
So is the fog, is it sulfuric smelling? Is it like really rancid, or is it just like
not
decomposition?
It's off-putting, but it doesn't smell noxious or toxic. There is sort of as you kind of approach, there's sort of this like tickling in the back of your throat, but you'd have to sort of take a peep in.
Okay.
Do I know anything about this forest, Jake?
Make a nature check or history.
Okay. They're all awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually think you've rolled this before too.
Let's,
But fuck it, why not? Let's roll them physical dice.
Okay. That is 13.
13. You've heard, and obviously the conversation that you had with Clayton about the mushrooms and things, but last you checked, wasn't anything like this. Pretty green last you heard.
So this is new. Ish, at least.
At least.
Okay. Hey, Dante? You're a nature guy, right?
Yes.
This isn't supposed to be this way.
And Dante, for the first time, like, looks away from the southwest.
Came in pretty low there.
Dante, for the first time, looks away from the southwest and starts looking around.
Okay.
Yeah, this isn't what's this place normally greener. Less
You hear from
growth.
Zakaria's shoulder. Daddy's home.
That would explain it.
Done or wrong?
Yeah.
What can you tell us about your father? What your father may or may not be able to do? How can you help us do what we need to?
This feels familiar. I'd keep an eye out for some, what you would all call probably likely some corruption.
Okay.
Strange creatures, maybe.
Minions?
One more time.
Minions?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Mind your steps then. Keep a
And
diligent lookout.
the underbrush itself is pretty high. Like, this is going to be considered difficult terrain as you make your way through. Some of these, this underbrush is between 3 and 5 feet tall in many cases.
Okay, hang on. Let me see what I've got.
How much distance is there that we would need to travel through that?
I don't think we know.
Is it as far as we can see? Okay.
Well, obviously we're gonna have to put the cart away, so let's get
Yeah.
that taken care of first. So I'll pop it out. We'll put the cart away. Melora is going to go with you, right? In the little form.
Yeah.
should probably take care of all that before we go any further. Because I don't think a horse is going to get through this very easily.
No, but I wonder
then-
what would.
Aye, it's a good question. And then the other question is, how are we going to get through all this? This is going to take forever. In my past with the monster hunts that I've gone through, has there been anything that we would have used to go through this other than hacking and slashing it out?
That's what comes to mind for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'll bring that up. It's kind of a brute force way, but we could always slash our way through.
That's what I was thinking.
It's
And
certainly
shook. I
Kinda
mean,
lets us
it-
gives us a way.
it's gonna take a while. But Mary and Sue can help cut through this, but it's kind of loud and clanky and isn't very good for the area.
I'd rather just not disturb it, move slow, but keep diligent. Rilo, would you be okay if Pepper scouted ahead?
Oh, yeah.
That would help us a lot if Pepper could keep a perimeter at the very least.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll send Pepper to fly up ahead and see. And if in the beginning, I think I'll probably while they're doing the putting stuff away in the keep and stuff like that, I'll look through Pepper's eyes to see just kind of like what I can see about like how much of this or how far it goes, you know, to like
Sure.
where it'd be really super difficult to walk through, and if there's any breaks in it, if there's any well, you know, anything of note that might, you know, help or hinder, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt. As you enter into Pepper's consciousness, Pepper begins to fly in easily, considering they're flying, cutting through, or cutting above, I should say, the underbrush as you catch a large, as you kind of peek through all of these initial trees and come to this initial clearing of sort of this strange, like bright yellow grass and undergrowth as the path continues forward about 200 or so feet, and then banks barely. Actually, make a perception check.
Okay. Let me bring up Pepper. 'Cause she's got a better perception than I do. Yeah. I got a +2. She gets a +3. Yep. 15.
15. Okay. So what was at some point a dirt path is covered in undergrowth, but banks out to and shoots to 3 different paths. To the left, to the right, and straight forward.
Okay. Pepper is. I want to use Pepper's like keen sense of smell, just to kind of like see if there's either path like has maybe a stronger odor or whatnot.
Okay. With a 15,
Yeah.
straight ahead.
Okay. Then
You sort of hear from either either path,
Uh-huh.
just this small rustling of the underbrush.
Okay.
But you also see a collection on the ground of about 12 or 13 small mushrooms.
Oh. And that's like along the path.
Heading actually through all three. That's about
Oh, okay.
peppering up. Of all.
Wow, that hurt, man.
Yeah.
How dare you.
fucking- Let me make a really quick wisdom saving throw. Hold on a second. Yep. That's wisdom's my dove stat, so I rolled a natural 3. So yeah, that's a lot of psychic damage for me.
Alright.
Anyway.
Okay. Okay, then I'd like to. Pepper will continue down the center path.
Okay. And I also need you to roll a D100 as well.
Oh, hot. Okay. Okay. I'll pull out my.
99.
That is 15.
No.
It's a 15. No! That's not what I wanted. Well.
15's a good number.
No.
Inside Pepper, you feel a rejuvenation, a renewed spirit. As Pepper has 5 temporary hit points.
Okay.
Which was what, 6?
It was 7.
7!
Yeah.
So.
Pepper's a beefcake.
Give it out, she's goat cat.
Whoop, whoop, boom, boom.
Assume you
Hambo
continue-
Pepper.
You continue down the central path?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you being stealthy?
Yes, but you know, like I'm not like she's not like really slowing down
I got
to
you.
yeah, you know.
Okay. Makes sense.
She's the Pink Panther.
So, as you begin to maneuver forward, you hear this like small trill sound, and you see a collection of these like small flying bugs that just encircle Pepper and dive off into the swamp. Then as you continue, about a minute later, there's another one.
Right.
And as you see a passing tree, there's a small raven just keeping an eye.
Okay. I'm gonna vamp Pepper. And let me just turn around. Hey, Enron,
Yeah.
your dad knows we're here.
Oh. Well, that was quick.
Yeah. But I you know, one of the few things I did study in schools, you know, well, not at school. It was like those books, they're like really weird books and they're super ancient and stuff like that. I wasn't supposed to read them and everything like that. You know, it's like why I like know a lot about Arcana and stuff. But
You know I don't care, right?
yeah, but I learned a lot about dragons. That's why I bring that up.
Oh, is that right?
And yeah, I was in Pepper's eyes, flying through there, and started to see like the same insect and, you know, bird watching me, things like that, you know, spies. So, yeah.
Should it be wording that there's with the scry thing?
Oh well, yeah. Except like it's more like a druidic thing, kind of, because like you can talk to him and stuff like that, or they can talk to him, and they just like tell him all like what's happening in their area, you know. So, but yeah, I mean it's all magic and stuff like that in a way, you know. But dragons are like one of the oldest forms of magic, you know. Everything about them is pure magic. It's old magic.
So, you know something's here. He doesn't know you're here, but you know something's here, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he really knows Pepper and stuff, but, you know, who knows? I don't know how powerful this guy is, so it could be, you know, could be a number of things. He could know us specifically here, or just that there are people in his woods, you know? He's alerted.
With the number of spies, there's no point in moving stealthily, but at the same time, I don't want him getting the drop on us.
What do you think, Enron, do you think there's anything that would get your dad's attention enough for him to come out here?
I doubt it. But I may have not been around for a very short time.
Yeah.
But one thing I do believe, he kind of flies up from Zakaria and flies over to you, and actually lands on your shoulder. Is that you, especially, have a wild imagination.
Indeed.
And hey, remember that story I told you about really old ancient black dragon?
Uh-huh.
Do you remember how what they used to slay him?
What was that?
That experimental little tower.
The Peacekeep.
Let's be honest. What's good? You can use it either way. It's more distracting than that.
Right? Huh. Is your
He has this big yellow toothy grin on his face.
I'm wondering, is your dad as vain as other dragons?
I wouldn't know.
Huh.
Would you call me vain?
Yeah.
Well then, I suppose.
Not as an insult, but yes.
Well,
Hey, you weren't asking about your weight the last time we were eating at a big banquet.
well, if I'm my father's son,
Well, that might be our ticket. You
It'd be
know?
nice to get him out of his hole.
That's what I'm saying. I'd rather fight him out here than in there. So, what about broadcasting, you know, very loudly and, maybe even visually, that he's
That he
weak,
ain't shit.
that he's pathetic, he's weak,
someone's encroaching on his territory.
you know?
Hey, are you talking like maybe I dropped the peacekeep right in the middle of a like the forest.
Or, yeah. Huh. But,
Or not volunteering anybody, but maybe one of us gets eaten while holding the peacekeep.
uh-huh. And then
And,
activating it.
Yeah.
That kind of sounds like my bag. Regardless, if we drop it right here right now, where his spies can see us, they'll definitely report it.
What's your dad's name?
I don't remember.
Huh.
Insight check.
That's not gonna help.
21.
21. I'm gonna whisper you.
Secrets.
Secrets.
I get the secrets. Zoom or Discord?
Zoom.
Because I was thinking if we knew his name, then we could set up the peacekeep, and then right on the peacekeep, we just write his name and the words "is a little bitch." Real big on both sides.
Not gonna lie to you, the delinquent in me says that seems kind of fun.
But then if we had to clean it later, I don't like doing.
It's okay, I'll do it. Fine. But don't have to clean it because it's true.
D, do you have a thought? You're awful quiet over there.
No. Dragons, not really my thing. You guys seem to do this on a fairly regular basis.
But not because we want to.
No, not at all. This is
Well,
the only
kind of.
one we're going after.
I kind of want to go after this one. Or maybe a couple other ones.
Hey. It's not usually things that annoy another lizard than a bigger lizard. Not to volunteer you, Dante, but would you be up for becoming a big lizard in order to attempt to draw out our angry motherfucker?
You're not volunteering me, but you're volunteering.
I'm asking you, not volunteering you.
That is a difference. Just
I want
big and
everyone to make a
trash.
perception check.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Does my 24 say it?
First of all, suck it. Second of all, be right back.
I need to throw something other than that dice that doesn't always roll right.
12.
Ah,
15.
15. Second.
My passive is higher by 1 point, if that matters.
Oh, my passive is a ton higher.
I literally
Natural
rolled-
20.
I literally rolled my passive.
Nice.
Natural
I have a-
20 plus 9. 29. Does
Shut
29
up.
see it?
Shut up, Jeremy. Shut the hell up.
Shut
I have a-
up, shut up.
I have a passive 22, but I only rolled a what was it, 13?
I love you, Jer.
So,
Me too.
fortunately, everyone sees this, including Sam and Gus.
Wow.
As I rolled shit on stuff. As you all hear rustling coming from the outline of the woods, and you see the outline of 6 pairs of glowing eyes. That would be all you see. Typically, they are camouflaged beneath these yellow underbrush and grass, as you see the outline of these live panther-like creatures with two long tentacles up in the air that are just scanning the outskirts of the forest.
So we all see this?
Back and forth. Oh yeah.
All right, seeing that, Zakria is gonna like look to Melora and dispel the fine steed. So Melora's a beetle.
Okay.
So with her hand out, she's gonna wait till Melora lands
Sure.
and then tuck her under the armor so she's safe.
So 6 pairs of eyes.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna call Pepper back.
I thought you already did.
Oh, I didn't bamf her back. I just like
You,
bamfed her out.
you said that though. You did say Bamf.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's what I
He
meant.
did.
I meant to bamf out, and then I was gonna bamf back in, a little bit later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that kind of thing, like.
Got it. Okay, cool.
But I'll bring her back, just so that she's with me.
Don't make sudden movements. Everybody sees this, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just more spies.
Are you sure those are spies? Can I roll a history check on things I fought before? Would this be something I would have fought from the?
Sure. Yeah. Sure. History or nature, whatever you'd like. I'll give you.
Any creature in this forest is going to be a spy.
So that is a 11.
11. You've never seen anything like these before.
Would Zakria have heard a story about them in her caravan? I don't think she would have ever seen them, but maybe a story.
Make a history check.
Okay.
Anything with glowy eyes is never a good thing. But yeah, I see them too.
Haha, nope. 3.
3 doesn't strike. I'm in danger. No, does not appear that way.
Danger! Alright.
Are we just gonna let them watch us, or are we gonna
At this
approach
point,
them?
the pace is slowed. They're waiting on you.
Should we try to talk to them? One of those moments. See if they jump.
We can give it a go.
Do you want me to do it? Or should you? I'm kind of not the best.
I mean, you are the leader.
I can give it a whirl. As quickly and as like trying to whirl around to look at them immediately, as quickly as she can, she's gonna, hey!
Oh God, she's giving it the mom. She's giving him the mom look.
Rilo jumps.
Sam and Gus absolutely jump as well.
If you want to come out here and fight, come out here and fight, but we've got no quarrel with you.
Why are we picking fights?
I don't think there's a pick a fight. I think it was just forceful negotiations.
Eyes
Don't
just
pick a
stare.
fight.
All 6 of them.
Does Zakria get the sense that they can understand her?
Make an insight check.
Okay. Well, I'm better at these. Whew. 24.
24.
Damn.
So, it's less of an understanding, but there's an air of curiosity. And even one of, but not one of intelligence, really.
Mhm.
You certainly were heard,
Hmm.
but the eyes haven't moved.
With my
As you
20.
get closer, you see that the bodies themselves are yellow and almost spotted.
Okay. With my 24, would I have the sense that speak with animals would help me? Yeah? Alright, she's gonna cast it then.
Cool.
Boop. She casts speak with animals and says, we're not looking
The pressure, it just... That was amazing. I'm sorry, I had to call it out.
She says, we're not looking for a fight with you. But if your master has got words, you can come out here and say them.
Make a persuasion check.
All right. It's not bad. 13 plus 8, 21.
21.
Damn.
The remainder of you from the outside hear the sounds of a collection of small growls. But what is Zakria, what you hear? You mean to say that you do not want to fight, but yet a fight, if you step foot in the woods, is what you are going to get. So says the grave.
So we just have to walk into the woods and we fight him? That's what happens?
There's not a response.
Cowards.
And the eyes recede. Just they're still within eye shot. Just back up about 10 feet or so.
About how far are they from me?
Would you have gotten right up close and like to the outer point of where the desert meets the brush?
Not that close. Probably about 20 feet from where desert meets brush.
Okay. Then at this point they're about 40 feet back.
Okay. What does Zakria do? Oh, in common.
As you're thinking about that,
Okay.
you sense a small floating dragon.
In common to the party, Zakria's gonna say to them, where are they gonna take these fuckers out now and draw out this guy? Or let them recede and potentially come into battle later? But he's not gonna step out to greet us. We have to go in, according to them. And Zakria's gonna hold she's gonna hold a spell attack.
Okay. What is it?
Oh, I'm looking through. Hang on. I'm holding. What?
I'm just saying, we haven't really tried to draw them out. No.
She's gonna hold a moonbeam.
Oh.
At its lowest possible level. So at second level.
Okay. Getting to conjure.
Hey.
Are we doing this or not? We can draw them out.
if that's the order.
I mean,
I don't order anybody. I'm asking opinions.
well, I can throw a fireball at any time. I'm just saying.
Can you ask them what my father's name is?
All right. Speaking with beast speech. What's the fucker's name?
He is the grave, because that is what he, or us, on behalf of he, will send you to.
Cute. He's called the Grave, Enron.
The grave.
Yeah, I'm not liking this.
That's not his fucking name.
Zakria will repeat that. It's not his fucking name, that's a title. What's his fucking name?
Make an intimidation check at an advantage.
So
I'm looking there.
He is very vain.
I am walking up behind, and unlatching Mary, and having a spear or a javelin in my other hand.
23 intimidation.
From this herd, like you hear this collection of hissing. And then it will attack next time on Duval Dragons.
Hey.
That was intense!
Nice.
A little early for us, but we're going to roll initiative at the top.
Yeah.
And I get to check another monster off my bucket list. But this place would be sput with a little bit of Duval seasoning.
Yeah, this place,
Really
Beast.
excited.
this place
face or
should look
beast?
like Jaguars. What?
What? I mean, who saw that coming?
What are you,
saw that
what are you
coming.
talking
No.
about? What are you talking about, Maddie?
On a twist. Well, that was a fun, interesting session with a lot of chatter that I love very, very dearly. So, as always, thank you all out there for being here. We really appreciate you joining us. If you're new, don't forget to check out our Maddie's YouTube channel, where the currently 6 episodes of Duval Dragons are. So you can check out how this story began with what was supposed to be time travel and goblin soccer, and then blah, blah, blah.
And it never made it to
And
time
what
travel.
can
And then,
Cool.
oops, we happened.
And then the players happen. Nothing wrong with that.
But it still could.
It is still good. Great. It's fucking great.
That's
I love this fucking game. So, before we get out of here, let these fine folks tell you what they're up to in the next couple weeks or so, and give them a follow. Why don't you? So we'll start. We'll start with you, Maddie. Why not? What you up to?
Oh, what's up? What am I up to? Hey, I'm Maddie, aka SoMattyGameZ. I use he, him pronouns, and I'm the dumbass who, whose name is on this channel. And this week is a very, very, very busy week for me. Because tomorrow we have Dr. Where the Fuck right here. Then Tuesday we have Ravenloft, King of Ravens, right here. Then Wednesday we have Dragonlance, Legacy of Chaos, right here. I'm in all of that. And then Thursday is our 3rd episode of Season 6 of Call It a Thursday, the only show on this channel currently airing that is older than the show. That is a long running, but it's like, it has different casts every time and all this other stuff, and great stories and all this stuff. And this game is just us, right? All the time. But we're awesome, so it's okay. Anyway, So yeah, we got a lot going on this week right here at the SoMattyGameZ channel. I'm also a graphic artist. I do overlays and opening sequences, intros, logos, you name it. You can see my work at SoMattyGameZ.work, or you can hire me direct at kofi.com/Matty. And you can go to So Nerdware and buy lots of cool stuff. I think I just put in the Duval Dragons acrylic tumbler too, which are the acrylic scroll ones, along with the acrylic tumbler that is of the butt emote that says "Tush it real good," and so
Nice.
yes.
You're gonna get all my money, Maddie. Quit it.
I want all of your money. That's what I want. That's my job. That's who I am. I want you to spend all your money in that shop. And maybe have a few bucks left over for some nacho fries.
There you go.
Because they're really fucking good, man. Anyway,
Very specific.
hey, I don't know. A man wants what he wants.
A man wants what he wants. I respect.
Yeah, and Jess has got one of the journals. Those things are awesome.
It's so pretty.
They're so pretty.
so high quality. So yeah, come check them out. Come check us out. And yeah, that's everything so far. So yeah,
Which was a good bit, as the kids say.
just a smidge.
Hey, Jess, what's happening in your world?
Oh gosh. Hello, guys, gals, non-binary pals, and buttholes. It's me. I'm Jess on FreckleSketches everywhere. You can find me here. 3 days a week, every other week.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm here for this fun, awesome, super game, Duval Dragons. It's great. It's freaking awesome. I'm also here for Ravenloft, King of Ravens, this Tuesday. We're gonna fight some stuff. I hope. I'm really excited
No,
to
Maddie,
like.
you messed up.
I'm really excited to get Lyre on a battlefield, man. It's gonna be great. I've never murder hoboed. He is a murder hobo.
Yeah. Oh.
That's a thing.
It is a thing. And then for Dragonlance, Legacy of Chaos, where I'm the sweetest bean ever, who just got really upset about being a murder hobo by accident.
Oh.
It's a really, really good time. So come hang out and check that out because all the games are great. Otherwise, I stream on my channel. We stream video games mostly. And then just this morning, I say morning, it was afternoon. But just this afternoon, I was streaming some cartography. I'm doing a surprise piece for a very special person in my life, and they don't know who they are yet. I'm really, really excited to get it done. It's really, really fun. I'm making a traditional bookmark for them, and I really, really hope they enjoy it.
Oh my god, that's so exciting.
It's really exciting, and I can't wait to tell them who they are so that I can get their fucking address and send it to them.
And I'm sure they'll love every stitch of it.
Yeah.
Now that you see the picture of it, do you want it or nah?
Yeah.
Kid cuckoo.
So yeah, you can check out that VOD. I'm also probably gonna be posting it on my regular YouTube channel because I never post anything on there ever, but it's fun.
Heard that.
Otherwise, yeah, we're there every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and on occasion some Sundays. Usually the Sundays just before Duval and Dragons. So I stream all day on Sundays.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I stream sporadically. I am your resident fantasy cartographer. I do maps. It's fun. My commissions are currently closed, but they will be opening again in May. We are affiliates, so go subscribe to our channel to get the soonest up-to-date news on when my commissions are open. And that's it. That's all for me. I love you.
Yeah. Love it. You love it. You love to see it. All right, Chris, what's happening?
Oh, not a whole lot up here in Montana, other than guess what? I'm an official charity. 100%. Both federal and state. Yay! So I can do D&D now for like tax-free. It's awesome. All my doobly-doos are in the link tree that's in the chat. But if you're up in the Montana area, come down and come see us and over Labor Day and play games with us, because we are all about playing games. LARP, Magic, you name it, we have it. But yeah, it's great to have that now all official. I can't think of anything else. I'm brain dead at the moment, but I love playing games. But I love playing games here. I'm here every other Sunday for Duval Dragons, and anytime I could squeeze away a few more minutes to play on anything else that you guys will let me play in. So thanks.
Yeah. Miss y'all, Jeremy.
Hi, everybody. I'm Darth and Cherry everywhere on the interwebs except for Twitch, which hopefully after I get back from my next course, I will be going back to streaming, which is Ask About My OnlyFans. Haha, Oni, get it, demons. Oh, Speaking of demons, two of these lovely people are going to be fighting some demons on Tuesday night, so stop by to Ravenloft, King of Ravens, and watch me murder the entire party. That's all I got.
Love that.
New character, who dis?
Who dis?
I've got a
And
new,
go ahead.
I've got a new wig for Keys. Yeah.
Ooh.
New wig, who dis?
Can't wait.
And
I
then,
can't wait to flirt with Keys next session.
And then he dies.
And then I die.
And I have been Jacob Pleck, Duval King Jacob on the internets. Always excited to be here every Sunday, either in this seat or in the seat of your favorite White Robe Wizard, Professor Eisenhoff. Boy, the whiskey business is a thing that's going to happen next week. That should be a fun situation. Oops. Did I derail the whole campaign? Kinda, maybe. We'll see what happens. It was my turn. I haven't done it yet. These guys have done it a million times already, so it was time. But a lot of things happening in Duval world. This coming week is particularly ridiculous because, as always, well, not as always, because we've been off for a couple weeks because I've been kind of burnt out and needed a little bit of a break. But episode 8 of Yulia 5e Red Wall Story, Tuesday night, twitch.tv/the amphitheater, 8:00 p.m. Be there, be square, and it's about to go down. That's the halfway point of our session of our 16 episode series over there of our Red Wall D&D campaign. And next week, Morgan Peter Brown of the Dungeon Run will be guesting, and thanks to many of you, the Noir Enigma will be guesting a little later. So very, very exciting times over there. Wednesday, Duval's Gaming Journey, we're playing a little more Chrono Trigger, 8 p.m. Eastern time as well, over on the amphitheater. And then Thursday, Outcast and Outclass over on Waffles Maple Syrup. That's our Pathfinder 2e actual play. That is emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
We spent 2 hours in our aftercare making a shirt that in a Venn diagram of all 4 of our characters' emotional damage, and it fits perfectly. You got to go over there and check it out. And that is over on Waffle Maple Syrup Twitch channel. And then not announced, won't be announced till tomorrow, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. Next week, if you're familiar with Yay Old Dragon, who's typically on what streams may come, he's gonna interview me. So that's Monday. And that's this Monday. That's the following Monday. He's interviewing Striker Redkite, who's somewhere in here tomorrow. He's going to announce that the following week. So you should come and check that out as well. Because you know me, I like doing the talky talk.
I love that.
Yay! And there's a bunch of other stuff that I probably forgot. But that's okay. Follow me and you'll find out and stuff. But as always, do not forget what's important, which is that Black Lives Matter, and to stop Asian hate, because that shit's not okay. And being gay is fucking awesome. And you could say it. It's totally cool. See, I just did it and everything's fine. And also trans rights are motherfucking human rights. And butts are fun sometimes. That's cool too. Anyway, Maddie, who are we rating?
We're rating Spookerific, who's playing 7 Days to Die.
Spook.
And,
Cool.
You can find Spook right here every other Monday. Every Monday now, I think. Or no, every other Monday and then every other Thursday. And yeah, they're awesome. So we're going to go rate them. So show them some love. And Ryan, I miss you. I love you.
Ryan, you're
We love you, Ryan.
Can't wait to see you tomorrow.
Miss you.
And everyone, thank you for joining us and stuff. And always remember to free the fucks. Free them fucks.
Free the
Freedom
fucks.
all day, baby.
Fuck.
And
Fox.
Butthole.
Good night.
Bye.
And we're
Stay
out.
black.